Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know in my other videos I've got pretty far behind on posting videos, and it's been a little while since I filmed one just because I've had so many that I need to be editing or whatever, and I've been slacking on posting them. But besides that point, today y'all are gonna see how I water sweet corn. Off a little bit. We probably, I'm gonna guess 21, 25 days out on the Silver King and the Silver Queen, which is right there. It'll be a week or two after Silver King gets ready. It's a longer season crop. So, my Traveler. With a Rainbird head on it. So we're gonna start watering. Let me go turn the water on. Y'all are wondering why I'm starting the water before that over there even before it really needs it. Because if you wait until it needs it, then it's gonna be hurting. Every time it hurts, you're losing yield. Don't want it to hurt. Don't want to lose yield. More yield you lose, the less money you make at the end of the year, or the end of the growing season. This thing ain't going far enough. So I start before it needs it so I can get across it before it gets thirsty. You don't never wait until it's thirsty. So, this Traveler, if y'all ain't familiar with how to set these sprinkler heads, this is a Rainbird 35 head, and I got a special tip in it that's got a screw on it. And if you don't know what the screw does, you can adjust the screw. You see that screw's breaking up the water stream. Well, when it breaks up that water stream, it makes the sprinkler shoot a smaller stream of water right here to wet this right here, this close to it. If you didn't have that, then it wouldn't wet this right here very good. So you can turn that screw, you can tighten it up and make it break up the stream more, and it won't shoot as far because it's breaking up the stream of water. Or you could loosen it up and make it shoot farther because it won't be breaking it up as much. And how you set how far it goes, like you see, it's going right there and stopping because there's a road right here and then there's stuff growing over there. I don't need it to wet that road, and we have another separate sprinkler for water in that area over there. So it needs to come out, stop, turn around right here and stop, and it just does this right here. Well, these things right here, turnarounds, you can see it. If I flip this, it's going to turn around and go backwards. It's going to go to the left. That's in reverse. And you see when it gets that turnaround, it flips and starts going the other way. And you can move these turnarounds, you can slide them to make it start and stop where you want to. And if you want it to go all the way around, you can grab this thing and pull it back to the end of the notch and it'll go all the way around. And this Traveler used to have an automatic shut-off on it, but we put this extension on it because the corn is a lot taller now. So, there comes water on my limbs. This valve right here, you would have a trip lever that sticks out here. And it would sit there and it would catch on that. Well, there's a spring in this, and this thing will be bolted up right in there. Well, you see now, I can turn it on and off. But if that spring was hooked, it would pull constant pressure down on it. Well, the lever broke off. Whoever designed this thing designed it extremely cheap, and in my opinion, didn't do worth a, you know what. They didn't do a very good job at designing the thing. Because they put a little bitty bolt in it that'll break if you're not extremely easy with it. This Traveler's made to water your yard with, and we're watering corn with it, so it's probably not built to do this, but I can modify it and make it work. When the wind blows, it'll blow these tassels off. You can see all these areas are already pollinated, but it will blow the tassels off and they would fall on the silks like that. Silk is the little hairy looking things that go down to connect to each kernel. If the tassels didn't touch the silks, it wouldn't pollinate and you would have an ear with no kernels on it. This is a prime example of why you check everything. Once you start up one of these watering systems like this, you want to make sure there's no kinks in the hose. You want to stand up there by the head, make sure it's doing what it ought to, make sure it's getting it all. And then you want to look at your pressure gauge, make sure you got enough water pressure. Make sure everything's good. I've explained how this works in another video, I think. It's like all the hose ain't got no kink in it. If it's got a kink in it, you won't get enough water pressure. That's about what we want for water pressure. That's about what I get on average. Now I'm gonna make 3 pulls in this spot at watering speed, which is right there. But first, it's got to sit on the end for an hour and a half. I'm putting out 3/4 of an inch. I'll go across the 3/4 of an inch, move it back. Go across the 3/4 of an inch, move it back. Go across the 3/4 of an inch, and that'll get me to my 2-inch mark. And if I water all week long, I can get all this watered by the end of the week. You're probably like, my goodness, at the skips. Yeah, well, I think y'all seen that wash in my cultivating video the last time we cultivated it. It washed down this row or that row. I think it was that row, and it washed and created, and it washed the plants up, covered the plants up. So it washed right through here and took out all the plants except those 3 right there on the end. So there's a big gap right here, and it happened too late in the season to replant it. Okay, it is a few hours later since I talked to y'all. Wind has changed directions. I've had to move it to this side of the corn. It was over there on, it was on the other side, but the wind's done changed directions and it's blowing. It ain't getting all the way to this side. So anyway, I've moved it because the wind has changed directions. I'm doing 1 pull on that side and it's wet at the end. I'm gonna do my other 2 pulls right here, but I have had a breakdown. Well, everybody, the sun is setting. I'm about to get done with the last pull of the Celery King. Gonna move on to the Queen tomorrow morning or late this afternoon. So, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I tried to get y'all some shots of the Traveler with my little camera. If you notice that the video quality wasn't very good on the shots that I put on the Traveler and whatever. The camera don't record near as good quality videos. as my phone. So I'm gonna keep on rolling, and it's gonna be an ongoing cycle. If we don't get rain, then by the time I make it across, it'll be time to. By the time I get 2 inches on it, it's gonna be time to start over, going across it with another 2 inches. I put out 3/4 inch at the time. I can get it done in 2.5, 3 days. I can put 2 inches on all of it. So, wait a minute, that's a lie. I can put 2 inches on it in a week. It takes me 2 or 3 days to put 3/4 of an inch on it. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. If y'all have any questions, drop it in the comments. I thank all of y'all for commenting, liking, subscribing. I thank all of it. I thank y'all for doing it. I'm gonna keep on rolling. I thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.